I don't know, when I just listen to the tones of this, it's like pretty easy, and you can't have this. It has to be
with the palm of my hand here. I just take a little bit of the note out of the string and kind of mute it.
good.
So
Take even more out, and so much has already been removed.
spell out the chords, keep the pinky down, get the thumb nice and steady.
I love how the pinky is just so critical for the structural integrity of this right hand technique. You gotta have that pinky just straining on your soundboard there. It's so important that it's there. Why? Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And this is kind of the lesson log again here. I've done a few lessons here on YouTube. We've done the Yngwie Malmsteen one. We kind of got a Carlos Santana lesson. I don't know, who else have we gotten? Oh yeah, Michelangelo Badio. How could we forget? Well, you know, it's been a while since we've heard from, of course, Tommy Emanuel, and he also happens to have a teaches 4 steps to fingerstyle guitar technique posted on Reverb. Whoa, Reverb, who hasn't used that, right? It's got a cool 3 million views, so there should be a lot of pretty proficient guitarists out there now after this one. Personally, I think that it's not a good thing that there's information in this video that exists that I don't know yet. So why not document the process of starting my fingerstyle guitar journey, which, as you may know if you've been diligently watching, I am a classical guitarist, but that's not the same thing as a fingerstyle guitarist, I don't think. I already have the guitar broken out, because you know we're going to be playing it. I was going to try to say the difference between what I do and fingerstyle, but I honestly don't know. But it can't be the same thing, right? I mean, I can tell you, classical technique, it has a lot of nuances to it. A lot of things matter, like, I don't know, tone production. It seems like in the stuff Tommy Emanuel does, that's kind of secondary. It's more about flailing your fingers onto the strings and making a sound by any means necessary. Buzzing or no buzzing, doesn't matter. Whoa, alright, we're coming in hot with this one. How about we just go ahead and jump into the lesson, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, here we go. Oh man, ooh, crystal clear. I don't know, when I just listen to the tones of this, it's like pretty easy, and you can't have this. It has to be, I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see what Tommy has got for us. Hey, CGP. What does that mean? I haven't gotten enough comments on what that means yet. Can you guys tell me what that means?
Hey Thrill Seekers, I'm Tommy Emmanuel coming at you through my friends at reverb.com.
Nice, coming at you. Hey, this is Sorehands coming at you through my webcam that I have set up. Hey.
I've been asked to teach how to get started in fingerstyle. It's a wonderful journey. It takes a little time, and it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of commitment and determination.
You know, he says that. I think it might not take quite as much as it takes to become like a professional classical guitarist. You know how hard it is to become a professional classical guitarist? Most of us just can't. You just can't actually do it. It's just not an option. I'm not saying that you can't do it starting as an adult, but it is rare if you're gonna start as an adult. It's just something that can't be done. I feel like anything that he's playing here though, bar the super fast fills and stuff, literally anyone can do that. As long as you have hands and like decent function over them, that can be done. Like, I know when he's saying it takes a lot of work, that's like something that most people need to hear just because they're not classical guitarists. But when I hear that, it's like, oh, will it only take 3 hours a day for 10 years instead of for 50 years? No, that's not too bad. So, you know, it's a little bit skewed. Anywho.
Way you're going to learn so much and you're going to have so much fun getting started. The main thing that I want to kind of stress to you now.
What is that he has attached to his thumb? Dude, if only. This is kind of a weird thing with classical guitar. I wish my thumbnail grew like that, because that just makes more sense, right? Like, I don't even know how I play with my thumbnail on the guitar. Like, I don't even get how I do this. I could try doing this with my other hand and I wouldn't be able to do it. It's so weird how we get that to happen. If there was a nail on the side of your thumb, that would make so much more sense. Are there any surgeons out there willing to operate on me? I'll do it. Any surgeon, any country, I don't care.
At this beginning level, what we've got to achieve first is getting that thumb to be independent from the fingers and create a steady groove.
Yikes, steady groove? That's going to be the hardest part for me. Can I add in a ton of rubato?
In order to do that, if you've never done it before, most people want to play the second beat with their fingers like this. So you got beat 1, then beat 2.
Very nice. Beautiful. Can we hear that bass note again?
Beat with their fingers like this. So you got beat 1, then beat.
Beautiful. What chord is that? That's trying to set it up. Hold on. I think it's that one. All right, so. All right, I think we got it.
2, B3, B like that. If you do
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on. I'm already having fun. All right.
that way, it'll never work. Okay, so you can't do that.
Oh wait, we can't do that. I shouldn't have practiced that. It's been 15 minutes.
Okay, so you can't do that. What I'm going to show you is the right way to get started, and that is get the thumb to do all the backing. Step 1, as I've come to know in my life, that there is a definite line. There are people on this side who say never anchor down. Always keep your hand floating. And then there are people.
We don't like those people. I don't like that.
Of which I'm one of. Anchor down. It makes you play more solid. So
there we go. Heard from the man himself. I agree with that. I like touching the strings. I like feeling where everything is. Like even when I'm playing scales, I keep my thumb following. My thumb follows even just one string behind sometimes, depending on what it is I'm playing. So yeah, definitely. I like that.
You have to make that decision whether you...
Oh, is he talking about anchoring onto the soundboard? Okay, well, you might lose me there. I can tell you don't have a French polish if you do that.
Whether you anchor down or not. If you watch Merle Travis or Jerry Reed or Chet Atkins, you'll see they all anchor down.
I've never heard of any of those people.
I want to be on that team, the winners.
That's the winning team to you? I don't know. What about Soar and Mertz and Carcassi, whoever else, Aquado? What do they do? They're my winning team.
Fingers down on the body and don't let those rebellious digits up. You got to get the thumb to do this. Spell out the chord, right?
Do it beautifully too.
So 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4.
So it seems like a cornerstone of what he's trying to teach us right now is almost like how piano players look at their music, where we have a left hand, which is the thumb in this case, and then the right hand is going to be our fingers, I suppose. And we're just doing a little accompaniment. Kind of reminds me of Alberti bass. So we need to get really used to that. I feel like I'm already used to that, but let's see how that fits with everything else.
In order to make that sound nice and go boom.
And I would maybe say that you don't need to keep your fingers on the soundboard. I know that I'm the one learning his style right now. Just put your fingers on the high 3 strings and just leave them there. That's where they're going to be anyways when they start playing. I don't even want to touch my soundboard like that, because when you pay enough money for your guitar, it gets more and more fragile, which you'd think it would be the opposite. Like, the more expensive the guitar, the less fragile it gets. I don't want to smudge up my French polish with my grubby little digits. My grubby, rebellious little digits.
With the palm of my hand here, I just take a little bit of the note out of the string and kind of mute it.
Good. So take even more out. And so much has already been removed.
You see that? Now that's a better sound, isn't it?
Wow, our perspectives are just so different, huh? There's just people that are just different from me. That's what I'm learning from this. That's just a better sound. That's just better. And if you disagree, you're crazy. I don't know. All jokes aside, it's a style difference. It's called muting. I guess it's called pizzicato in the classical world. It's a sound. It's an effect. It's, it's something. The immediate benefits of it that I see are that the notes are muted, especially if you're holding them down like this. It becomes a little muddy and unclear exactly what's happening. It just kind of sounds like a chord. It just kind of turns into that. But with this, and I think even further, he's actually lifting his fingers.
Now, let me just say, the rule of thumb, if you'll pardon the pun, is the first...
He almost forgot it there for a second.
Bass note of every bar should be the root note of the chord you're in. So if
That's important. Write that down. Okay.
I'm in C, my first note should be a C. Here we go. Now to F. Right? If you don't do that, it'll
What in the world was he playing there?
sound like this. And the bass.
Yeah, and that's just no good. We couldn't have that, right? Okay, so... think we got it. I think we're grooving along there. If we're gonna critique the lesson at all, one thing that I would say is that he's kind of throwing a lot of stuff at us right now. I only know how to play in a C and an F major chord because I'm already really good at guitar. If I were actually a beginner, I would be pretty lost on a lot of that stuff. Maybe it's an intermediate lesson. It doesn't say that it's a beginner lesson, to be fair. I thought it did. Okay, maybe not, whatever. But there's some prerequisites to this is my point. And it seems to be kind of a habit of these lesson videos to just never mention what the prerequisites are.
Don't do that, it sounds weird.
There we go, there's that elitism. Music isn't just whatever you want it to be. You have to do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, you're doing it the wrong way. We're on the same wavelength about that. I agree with that.
Let's do step one. We put our fingers down, we don't let them up, we're muting just slightly.
It's a horrible first step, I gotta say. It's not my way, so it's the wrong way.
Now we're going to play C and F and G and back to C.
A what and then what and then what? I never learned
Have
that.
the thumb do it totally independently. Here we go. Up to F, G,
Wait, what the heck? I'm hearing like high notes in there.
G.
Oh, he's strumming with his thumb. Alright, so that's what he's doing. And then he does this. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can... My guitar might be too thick to even do that on. It's crazy that that's your go-to way to just... I don't think I've ever played it like that. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, well, that's so weird. I have to like learn how to actually play the chords like that. Can I do this? Is there really a benefit to doing this? It takes up all your fingers, and then you still have to do an awkward little bar with your index. Is it not better to do this? And you can still reach other stuff. I don't know, that just seems weird. That isn't easier. That's easier, it has to be, right? I don't get why you'd ever play like that. I haven't seen a reason yet.
Chet Atkins used to always say, develop a steady thumb. So, you can do this all in any key. So, I'm just going to give you an example. So, I'm going to play a little faster. I'm going to go now F.
There we go.
E, A. Let's go up to D, to G, A. Let's go to E up here. You see what I'm doing? Now, if you want to get that Merle Travis sound, you can do that. Travis used to kind of sweep his thumb down like a honky-tonk piano. It's a great sound. You can do that later.
Yeah, this is all great. It's a great sound.
You've got clever at this.
It's beautiful.
Know what I'm saying? I think you do. Drum roll. Step two is we leave our pinky down, and with our 3 fingers, we spell out the chord like this.
Oh man, remind me to never let Tommy Emanuel play my guitar. Just always touching the part of the guitar you're not supposed to be touching. That's why all of you steel string players have guitars that look all run down and smudged. It's because you keep touching it. Stop touching it. And you know what? It's your guys' fault, because whenever I go to a guitar distributor just to play classical guitars or go to a guitar festival with luthiers, they always tell me don't touch the soundboard. And it's like, yeah, no duh. Why would I ever touch the soundboard? You're not supposed to touch that. It's because of all you steel string players out there. You're ruining your guitars and you're ruining the experience for everyone.
We keep the thumb going while spelling out the chord. This is the very beginning of the independence between the thumb and the fingers. So here we go.
Oh. Okay, so we're just playing the chord on 1.
Spell out the chords, keep the pinky down, get the thumb nice and steady.
I love how the pinky is just so critical for the structural integrity of this right hand technique. You gotta have that pinky just straining on your soundboard there. It's so important that it's there. Why? As far as the winning side goes, I'm pretty sure it's the side that Soar is on and everybody else. But Chet Atkins and Tommy Emanuel are on this side. Who do you want to listen to? I'll leave it up to you. I don't like this though. I don't like that it's a crucial part of the technique. Seems a little weird. Seems like tension's gonna build up from doing that. It also ruins your guitar. So why do it?
And you can do that anywhere on the fretboard. Step 3 is a little harder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little accent or a kind of skip beat with the chord like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And That's directly against what the thumb is playing. So now you...
That's like the Charleston. Is that the Charleston or the reverse Charleston? I don't know the names of the rhythms, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's the Charleston that we just heard there.
Hand has to get used to that little mental conundrum. So you got the thumb doing that.
Oh man, I'd really appreciate some sheet music for this one. This is gonna be hard to conceptualize. But let's see. I think we got it there. Boom, we got a little Charleston action there.
Now we go. Somehow it already sounds like music.
It sounds okay. Step 4, chord arpeggios. Well, I hope your arpeggios are from chords.
We get the fingers to spell out the chords in arpeggios. That's a big word for an Australian.
That's a tough one. You don't really need to know that word to play this, to be honest. It's fine.
That is while keeping the thumb going. So it looks like this.
We ain't doing that. Are you kidding me? There's no way I can do that without sheet music. Hey, that's what we heard in the beginning.
So now I'm going to lay the thumb in a bit more of a groove and keep the fingers going. When you're doing it properly, it should sound like this.
Okay. What? Oh, man. Wow. Wow, that makes it so much easier when you're reading it. That's literally my first time playing it after writing this all out. Wow, maybe that's a kind of a deficit that I have to write it out to actually be able to play it. I feel like I could play it more naturally now after writing it out. Is that a bad thing, that from listening to him doing it and also following his instructions, I could totally conceptualize it and write it out, but I wasn't able to actually play it until, of course, I wrote it out, and now I feel like I could play it. Is that a bad thing? Post in the comments. I don't know. Feel free to screenshot that if you want to practice it. Boom, there it is. Free tabs. That was a good one. All right.
Okay, so you do it slowly, get your fingers doing that nice and steady.
Be sure to write that out in MuseScore. He skipped that part.
But you can do, you know. Do it.
Like, he's really good at it. I feel like it doesn't need to have those buzz notes. I know this is Tommy, Buzzy, Emanuel, but...
Do it.
Like, you don't have to do that. Is it a style thing? Like, is he doing that on purpose? Or is it just that each note is just so unimportant that we can just have buzzing and it's fine? If that high melody is the voice, it's almost as if somebody's singing, like, dum, da, dum, da. Nobody would sound like that. And if they did, they would fix that. So why not fix it when you're playing it on your instrument, you know? When I'm working on my music and I hear a note like that, I played it wrong. Like, that should just not happen because it ruins the flow of the melody. I'm just saying. There we go. All right, that's how you do that. All those sounded really good. So, I don't know. Maybe just when he's playing CFG, he just doesn't care that much. But you should put the same care into CFG as you do with all that other stuff. Tommy. Feel free to reach out for lessons if you want them, Tommy Emmanuel. I'll teach you for free. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking any new students right now. I would, though. I'll put you at the top of the list, I promise. Oh, I think we can wrap this one up here. Alright, well, that was a pretty fun one. It's always fun seeing Tommy Emmanuel, and I actually saw another video of his that he did on Reverb that I kind of want to review next, because it seems pretty... interesting. We'll get into that later. You'll see that in a bit. All right, well, I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up. So, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Like I said, I'm not taking any new students now, and of course, Tommy's at the top of the list. But regardless, feel free to reach out if you want to introduce yourself. Of course, there's merch. Head on down over to Rootin's Delight for some honest merch. There's the live stream where you can, of course, catch me practicing some real music. Am I right? And then there's Patreon, there's member section, there's all that. I think we can end this one here. So, I'll see you in the next one.